Alright, so the creative class in Black Ops 7 had me very worried going into it because I figured that it was going to be a repeat of Black Ops 6. It's one of my biggest criticisms of the early access information we were getting before COD Next, that basically it's like, okay, this is a repeat of BO6. That's really sad because BO6's creative class, while not bad, was incredibly limiting and felt outdated. But now, with Black Ops 7, I would say that Black Ops 6's creative class immediately feels 10 years out of date with the combinations we can achieve with both our perks, our hybrid specialties, main specialties, overclocks, and weapon choices. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on the gunsmith, but let me just explain to you guys what a class can look like in this game, because this actually has me very excited for the future of this game and the longevity of my play sessions. So we're going to be using one example. I've come up with multiple, but I want to save those for the full game. I don't know if things are going to get tweaked or nerfed or whatever, or changed between the beta and the launch, so I don't want to do like every example of this I've seen. So just to make this short and sweet, trust me, I've come up with like 10 combos as good as this. But we're gonna share one right now. I can't spoil all my beans because then you might as well just unsubscribe, because we're gonna be talking a lot about this throughout the life cycle of this game. Okay, so first of all, we're not unsubscribing, we're staying subscribed, we're hitting the bell icon to get notified when I go live, and we're gonna talk about one of the most powerful combos we can use, which is the green-blue specialty, which is a hybrid specialty. This is operative. For this, all you need is a combination of blue and green perks. So your tier 1 and 2 blue perks can be whatever you want, but for this class, we're gonna have Charge Link as our tier 3 green perk. Charge Link helps you get your field upgrade faster. It charges it faster for you and your nearby teammates, which is pretty cool. But because we'll be mixing up blue and green perks, we'll get the hybrid specialty operative, and that will reward you with an increased field upgrade charge rate when getting stealth kills, which can mean being out of the enemy's line of sight, suppressed weapon kills, or melee kills. So we want our field upgrade faster, we gotta combine Charge Link with operative to really maximize this. Then we use the lucky ammo overclock on our assault pack, because you're thinking, why do we want field upgrade charge so badly? Well, that's so we can get lucky ammo overclock on the assault pack. Lucky ammo will grant you extra score per kill after a successful resupply from what will be a very abundantly available box of ammo. I'm not kidding, you're gonna get these things constantly. You're gonna have tons of assault packs in your loadout. Like, you'll get into a gunfight and you'll get a kill or two and you have an assault pack. Or you'll camp for a little bit and you'll get an assault pack. You will be charging up your assault pack like crazy with both Charge Link and operative. So why are we doing this? Why are we putting a perk and a hybrid specialty towards getting an assault pack that gives us bonus score per kill? So here's the breakdown. Operative will give us the bonus score and field upgrade charge. By the way, operative gives you a bonus score on stealth kills, even though it doesn't list that. It gives you plus 10 bonus score for getting a stealthy kill. So anyway, operative gives us a bonus score and field upgrade charge with our suppressed weapon. Then let's just say we use Ghost, Vigilance, and Charge Link to keep off the minimap, maintain situational awareness because Vigilance will counter CUAVs, and we will have an increased field upgrade charge rate. Our field upgrade keeps us stocked on ammo and stim shots, plus grants us bonus score per kill after resupply. Plus, we will get bonus score every time one of our teammates walks by our ammo box and decides to resupply. And I mentioned that we refill our stim shots, and the reason we want to use a stim shot is so we can use the stim shot with the cleanse overclock, which will wipe debuff statuses like EMP, stun, flash, gas, etc. So you will keep getting assault packs that keep giving you stim shots, and these stim shots don't just heal you after a gunfight, these stim shots can also wipe status effects like EMP, flash, and stun. Then we use a suppressed weapon with 4 other attachments of our choosing, and we do that because if we have a suppressed gun, it doesn't really matter the context of our kills. If the gun is suppressed, it will activate that operative bonus, and we will get bonus field upgrade score, bonus score every time we get a kill with a suppressed weapon. So we only need 4 other attachments, so we're going to use Perk Greed instead of Gunfighter, and then we have Perk Greed for a bonus perk that you should be changing out depending on the flow of the game. Because Perk Greed doesn't work towards your specialty. It's completely separate from your specialty, so you want to tweak it depending on the flow of the game. So if you're in a really easy lobby, use Looper. If you're running an aggressive like SMG build or a really aggressive AR build, use Dexterity. If you have people that are camping and sound whoring and seem to always know where you are, use Ninja. Or a Flak Jacket if you want a PTFO. Like, that's, pretty simple. That's your floater perk. And then for our class, we're going to use a launcher secondary for keeping their streaks out of the air for both, helping our team and ourselves. And then we're also going to get bonus score for shooting down those UAVs. Then we're going to run like UAV and CUAV with the overclocks Dispatcher. Dispatcher was a perk in Black Ops 6, but in this game, Dispatcher is a separate overclock you can put on non-lethal streaks to get them sooner. So we don't have to waste a perk to get the UAV and CUAV sooner. And because we're going to get bonus score from our stealth kills from our assault pack, we're going to get UAVs and CUAVs like crazy. But because we have Ghost and Vigilance, we're countering the enemy CUAVs and UAVs, and we're able to shoot them down as well in case we have a little bit of downtime and just want to get some bonus score. If they have a UAV up, shoot it down, plus 75, easy peasy. And you have to understand how powerful of a class this is. If we're talking like Black Ops 2 terms or like old COD terms, this is like having Hardline, Scavenger, Ghost, Hardwired, Tac Mask, plus whatever our bonus perk is, plus the Dispatcher perk from Black Ops 6, because Dispatcher is now built in as an overclock that we can choose for specific streaks. You're getting the beneficial equivalent of like 7 different perks. So you might think that this perk system is limited, but that's only if you're not accounting for overclocks and hybrid specialties. Because basically operative as a hybrid specialty is working as a stackable version of both hardline and charge link that you can also, like, again, stack with charge link or something like bankroll. If your stim shot can remove the status effect of being stunned or flashed, then that's the equivalent of running tac mask. So yes, we're still using the 3 perks plus perk greed perk if we use perk greed, but it's very, very different. Again, this is the beneficial equivalent of running Hardline, Scavenger, Ghost, Hardwired, Tac Mask, whatever our bonus perk is in Dispatcher. In fact, let me show you this. Look at the frag grenade here. This essentially has 2 perks from previous Call of Duty games as overclocks. Ultralight Metal is going to give us the ability to see the arc of our throw and allow us to throw the grenade farther. That was usually tied to perks in previous COD games that had that feature. I think it was like Strong Arm or versions of Fast Hands, I'm not sure, but throwing a frag grenade farther and seeing the arc of the throw was tied to previous perks. And then we have High Density Explosive, which basically just makes the explosive more lethal. I don't have to tell OG fans that that's Danger Close, that's Sonic Boom. That is just a more lethal frag grenade. But instead of it being an overclock perk or a perk in your 3 perks that's like, oh, now you can throw a grenade farther, or now your explosives do more damage, it's specifically equipable to the grenade itself. So you could argue that if I equipped High Density Explosive on my frag grenade for this class, we would also have the beneficial equivalent of running Sonic Boom, because we don't really have any other like anti-personnel explosives on this class, because the launcher is very specifically for shooting down streaks, because it doesn't really have a lot of blast damage. It is just for, lasering streaks out of the air. It basically works like a Spartan laser from Halo. So by just making our frag grenade more lethal with this overclock choice, we are essentially equipping Sonic Boom, but just for our frag. Like, that is the beneficial equivalent that I'm talking about. We have so many things that were tied to perks and tied to other things just available as overclocks, and new things tied to hybrid specialties. So the fact that this class is going to be giving us ammo, stems, bonus score, bonus field upgrade charge, it's going to counter CUAVs and UAVs, it's going to make sure that stuns and flashes don't immediately end your streak. And that's not even talking about what your floater perk greed perk is going to be. And this is all supplementary to the fact that you should just be able to position yourself properly and get kills normally with a nice suppressed weapon. This creative class is actually really in-depth and very interesting, so I'm gonna have fun combining hybrid specialties, perks, perk greed, different attachments. Again, we'll talk about Gunsmith soon, guys. I promise Gunsmith is really good this year compared to last year, and I'm excited to actually build my weapons for certain playstyles like we're going to be able to. And I hope you guys like that video. It's mostly going to be me in the menus just showing you all of the things we can combine in order to get certain results. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the creative class in Black Ops 7, because I am actually very excited for this year. This is way more customization than I was expecting, and there was way more synergies than I was expecting. Anyway, hit the bell icon to get notified when I go live, because I do live stream on this channel a lot, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.